Salut à toutes et à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Je m'appelle Aditi, bienvenue à notre chaîne YouTube qui s'appelle GS Global Institute. C'est le 7e épisode du français à notre chaîne. Dans cette émission, on va apprendre le. C'est parti! Hello to all, I wish you all are excellent. My name is Aditi. Welcome to our YouTube channel, that is GS Global Institute. This is the 7th episode of French on our channel, and in this episode we are going to learn the timings in French. But before starting, if you are new to this channel, please press subscribe button and press bell icon too to get further notifications. Also students, there are some previous lessons which are recorded on our channel in the form of episodes such as episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And if you want to learn French very much thoroughly, then please go through these episodes too for better understanding. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about timings. So let's start. Alright students, we know that in English we have divided time into two sections, that is AM and PM, and we denote time such as 2 PM, 5 AM, such sort of things. But in French there isn't any AM or PM, but the time has been organized into 24 hours clock or according to morning, evening or afternoon. Also, the timing is known as l'heure. How is it pronounced? L'heure. L'heure. Alright. In previous lessons as well, I have mentioned that what is morning, afternoon and evening called in French. But in this lesson also, I am going to repeat it, and we are going to have a look at how timings are represented in the form of morning, evening and afternoon, and also that what is the 24 hours format to represent time in French. So first of all, it is matin, that is morning. So what is morning called in French? It is called le matin. Le matin. Alright, so this le represents the, okay, and matin represents morning. So what time zone it has been categorized into? It is from 6 AM to 12. Okay, so this is written in French, de 6 heures à midi. De means from 6 AM, A means 2, midi means 12 o'clock in afternoon. Alright, so the timing is from 6 AM to 12 noon. I can write it here too for your assistance. It is 6 AM to 12 noon. Alright, moving on, l'après-midi. L'après-midi. So as this word midi represents afternoon, okay, not afternoon, this is noon. Alright, so here it also represents noon, and après always means after. Alright, so what it is called in French, after is called in French as après. Après. This L is in the form of the, as mentioned here, so it becomes l'après-midi. L'après-midi. So one thing more I want to mention here is this E has a sign like this. This is known as accent aigu. Okay, this is known as accent aigu, and it produces sounds like A. A. So here the word becomes l'après-midi, and it is from, the means from, midi means noon, a means 2, and this is 18 heures. Okay, so which means 6 PM in evening. Alright, and after that the third slot is soir, that is evening. So what it is called? Le soir, that is the evening. It is from, the means from 6 p.m. Means 2. Minute means midnight. Okay, that is 12 a.m. Okay, so these are the time slots, that is from 6 a.m. to 12 noon it is called morning, that is le matin, and from 12 in noon to 6 p.m. in evening, that is called l'après-midi, and from 6 p.m. in evening to midnight is known as evening, that is le soir. Alright, so now we are going to see that how time is going to be represented. First of all, we will have a look that how it is done usually, and then in the second form we will learn that how it is represented in the terms of morning, afternoon or evening. So students, we are already done with the numbers in French, and if you have not done them, I will refer the link in the description. Please just go and learn numbers first, and then only you will be able to understand with the timings. Alright, so now we are going to move towards the timing. So first example here is, this is 9 cans. Alright, so if we read it in English, this is 9 hours and 15 minutes. Alright, so what it is called in French, first of all we will write il est. So for the time being you might not be able to understand this, but what I can tell you here is just learn it for now sake, and afterwards I will tell you that what this represents. Basically it means it is. For example, someone asked you what is the time going on, you will reply it is 9 a.m. It is 9 a.m. and 15 minutes. Alright, so this il est represents it is. Alright, for the time being you have to learn it as it is. Alright, so what it is pronounced, repeat after me to get it on your tongue. Il est. Alright, il est. And what is 9 called in French? Neuf. What is 9 called? Neuf or quinze. Alright, so what we have done here basically is that we have just written time, neuf, and after that r is called heure in French, neuf heures 15 minutes. Alright, so basically we have just written the number, that is 15 in French, that is quinze, and have not mentioned minutes over here. So this is the exact format, that is you have to write il est 9 quinze. Alright, and the second format is, you can say il est, it is 9 heures et quart. Alright, so what does this quart means? A means at, and 9 you understood that this is 9. Alright, quart means something that is 1/4. For example, in a clock I can draw here. For example, this is a clock. Alright, and the time is 9 and this 15. So basically this 15 means that from the original hand, that is from here, it actually passes 1/4 area. Alright, so this 1/4 means quarter in English, and it is known as quart in French. Alright, so it becomes il est 9 heures et quart. Okay, that is 1/4 area. Alright, so these are the two ways. Okay, so we are moving towards the next example to get it better understand. For example, the next example is this, that is 9 hours and 30 minutes. Alright, so how will you represent it in French? You will say il est 9 heures. Il est means it is, 9 heures, 9 hours, 30. Okay, so this 30 means 30. So this is very simple. If you know the numbers, if you know the counting in French, then this is not a big deal over here. Okay, and what is the next way of representing? It is il est 9 heures et demie. Alright, so this 9 heures means 9 hours, a means and dummy means something which has traveled up to. For example, just have a look in this clock. Quart means 1/4 and dummy means half, that is up to here. So if the clock hand travels from here to here, it becomes half and it is known as dummy. Alright, so accordingly the time becomes il est 9 heures et demie. Alright, moving on to the next example. So it is written 9 hours and 45 minutes. Alright, so how it is represented in French? Il est 9 heures 45. Okay, so this is the simple method, that it is 9 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, and the second way is il est 10 heures moins quart. Okay, so now what is this? Il est means it is. Okay, 10 heures means 10. So now you might have a question that here the time is written as 9 hours and here it is written 10 hours. So how does that make a match over here? So the difference lies is that, for example, in English as well, someone asked you that what is the time going on, and the time is actually 9 hours and 45 minutes. Then you might say 15 minutes to 10. So that actually means that 15 minutes are left to be 10. Same is the case here. It has written il est 10 heures. Mois means minus. Okay, and quart means 1/4. So this actually means that 1/4 portion is less to be 10. Alright, so this is actually you need not to be in the exact translation. So this actually means that 15 minutes are left to 10. Okay, so you can opt either of the method to represent time. So now we are going to move towards the further examples as well, so that you can have a clear picture of the time over here. So as I already mentioned that 12 noon is known as midi. Okay, so if someone asks you that what is the time going on in French, then you can say il est midi. Okay, and similar is the case with the midnight. So what is 12 a.m. or midnight called in French? It is known as il est minute. Okay, so now here are certain examples that I will help you, but before that I want to give you some time to answer them. So these are basically 1 2 3 4 and 5 parts over here. So I will give you 30 seconds to have a look on this and just think that what could be the right answer for this. Okay, and then after that I will discuss this with you, that what is the exact answer for this. Okay, so you may start. Alright, so now let's have a look over the answers. So the answer for the F part should be il est 13 heures 45. Right? The next one is il est 2 heures 23. trois. Okay. The next one is il est 5h42. Okay. Il est 7h56. Il est 16h14. So there are two more examples like this. So I'm also going to answer it right now. Il est 19h08. Okay. Il est 21h06. Okay, so this is simple counting over here. So now we are going towards the second way. So here I have only used the first method that I mentioned, and right now I am going to move towards the second method, that is the time according to the afternoon, evening or the morning kind of thing. So let's move on. Students, let's have a quick look over the slots that have been divided, that is morning, afternoon and evening. First of all, le matin from 6 a.m. in morning to noon, then l'après-midi from 12 noon to 6 p.m. in evening, and evening time lies from 6 p.m. in evening to midnight. Okay, so now we are going towards the timing that has been answered with representation to morning, evening and afternoon. So the first example given over here is 13h. Okay, so ideally the timings which we done just before, it should be written il est 13h. That is also correct, but if we want to write it with respect to afternoon, evening and morning, so let's have a look over the first example. So here it is written 13h. Okay, so what can we write it in French? You can also write 1h de l'après-midi. Okay, so as the afternoon times starts from 12 o'clock in the noon, so this is what? This is 13. So that means 1 plus of the 12, so you can write it 1 hour. What is 1 called in French? Actually that is un, but here they are writing une. I will tell you that both un and une are same thing, but only difference lies between the gender. Okay, so for the time being you can write it like 1h de l'après-midi. So this de means basically of here of English, okay, of afternoon. Okay, so you can write it 1h de l'après-midi. Okay, so the next one is 20h. Alright, so if we want to represent it in the form of evening, so the evening time actually starts from 6 p.m. Okay, so after 12 plus 8 is actually 20, so this becomes 8. So what is 8 called in French? Huit, and this 20 lies in the slot of evening, so it becomes du soir. I will tell you that why it is written de l'après-midi and du soir. So whenever this L apostrophe is there, you are going to write it like de l'après-midi, and when nothing like L apostrophe is there, for example, evening is written as le soir, so here le would not be written and it would become du soir. Okay, so now we are moving towards the next part. So what is this? This is actually 8h, that is 8 hours. Okay, so if the counting is not above 12, that means it is talking about AM kind of things. So AM means morning, so this would become 8h due mata, because the morning times is included from 6 a.m. in morning to noon. Alright, so this comes in morning slot and the answer becomes with a due mata. Alright, and the next one is vangte a tront. So this 21 means that it is above 12. Alright, and from noon to 18, that is to 6 p.m., this slot is for l'après-midi, and after 18 to midnight, that is this slot belongs to evening. Okay, so this is what? This is vangte un. So this becomes vangte un a demi du soir. Okay, so this is the same way that we have done in the previous one. Alright, and the last one, this is 15 hours 15 minutes. This means this lies in the slot of afternoon, that is l'après-midi. So it becomes 15 heures 15 minutes. Actually minute would not be written here, due, and due would not be right here because this is afternoon, so it becomes the l'après-midi. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay students, so this was the timing for today's lesson, and I will see you in the next lesson with the next topic. Till then, stay tuned to our channel, and if you liked our video, please press like button. If you have still not subscribed our channel yet, please press subscribe button and press bell icon too to get further notifications. Thank you so much. Au revoir.